So here I've got the Retron 3 AV, which is a 3-in-1 system that uses systems on a chip to support the NES, the Genesis, and the Super Nintendo. I also have this cartridge from my friend Tilt, which is the Genesis SMS cart that he's created that can play an SMS game if you put it on a Genesis cartridge. So here you'll see, I'll put in this Genesis cartridge, switch it to the Genesis, and turn it on. Now you see from my video here that Miracle Warriors for the Sega Master System is playing on the Genesis. Now this is one cool way to do it, but Hyperkin sell this 3-in-1 adapter for the Retron 5. It's supposed to play Master System, Game Gear, and those little, I think, Sega game cards for the Master System. But nowhere online could I find a definitive answer about whether it will work on the Retron 3 AV. So I decided to try it.
Into the vertical line, generation Atari.
What does it really mean that this Retron AV-3 uses SoCs instead of emulation? It's a partial way between emulation and an FPGA. But you'll notice that with a regular Retron 5 that uses emulation and downloads the ROMs to play them, something like this black market 501 cartridge for the NES would not work. However, if I stick it in here, turn this to NES and turn it on, let's see what happens. It, in fact, works fine, and we can see that by loading an NES ROM like Contra, pressing start, and it works good. Sorry about the glare here, but you can see it's pretty good, and Contra will start. We can play it. This is a Retron 3-in-1 cart for Genesis, Game Gear, and SMS game cards. And it doesn't say anywhere that it runs on the Retron 3 AV, but it does fit. And it does allow you to put an SMS card inside, and it does allow you to turn it on. And let's see what happens. We'll hit reset. Sorry for the glare. And look at that, Astro Warrior and Hang On work. But when I bring up the regular controller for the Genesis, it doesn't work. And that's because it needs a Sega Master System joystick. So the good news is there's a port for one. If you look down here, there is a port, and that is the classic Atari 2600 style port, which also fits Sega Master System controllers. I'll take my Sega control stick and stick it in. Now, let's see if we can control it. Ah, look, we can! Now I'm going to play some Astro Warrior. were children of the Silicon Revolution, an X generation conscripted to fight the console and home computer wars. A product of an analog 70s childhood, we came of digital age in the 80s, believing we could affect the world 8 bits at a time. Armed with joysticks, full-stroke keyboards, Jolt Cola, and MTV haircuts, we proceeded into the vertical blank. There, we stayed up late at night, devising incantations from D&D rulebooks and beginners' all-purpose symbolic instruction code. Video games were the match, and programming was the fuse, as the infinite possibilities of the digital world exploded into the internet age to come. We are Generation Atari.
Into the vertical blank.